Here, John, is the key guy for this bullpen game for the Dodgers, the rookie Landon Knack.
Yeah, you wonder how he's feeling. He got to check in the 9th inning in that San Diego game.
Starling Marte greets him with a bullet into left field. Rude greeting from Marte.
But you gotta understand, he knows the moment here gets bigger the longer you play, and his job is to try to eat up at least 8 to 9 outs, maybe in a perfect world. But I'm sure Dave Roberts won't let the game get away. When it's a traditional bullpen game, you cannot allow the game to start slipping away from you at any point, even if you have a desired 9-out guy that's going to eat up innings.
Got the leadoff home run in the first inning. They got the leadoff single here in the second. And now Jesse Winker. Winker had the first hit yesterday for the Mets, but then the base running error. There's a key play in that game. Dave Roberts had Evan Phillips warming. That was in the 5th inning. Winker makes the out on the bases instead of 2 on, nobody out, and Jack Flaherty goes 3 more innings from there. Huge in that game, and the way it sets up the pen today.
It happens. It's a mistake. He'll be the first to admit it, and you learn from it. And you got to be aggressive, but you got to be smart. And the score was all you needed to know about yesterday's decision when he got caught up, and pretty sure it won't happen again.
It's been a good postseason for Winker, who they acquired at the deadline from Washington. Both DHs struggled mightily in September, Winker and JD Martinez, but both have been pretty good in October.
Yeah, he stays on the ball, whether it's a fastball or breaking ball. He doesn't have a ton of swing and miss in his game. So tracking these pitches, they're sure that Carlos felt good about this weird game with all the different pitchers to have Winker in there, because the Dodgers only have one left-hander in their pen.
That would be Anthony Banda, who Dave Roberts already had warming up. Alex Festia not on this roster because of an injury. Winker fouls it off, and it's 2-2. 31 years old in his 8th season. He was a first-round draft pick of the Cincinnati Reds, and not that long ago he was an all-star for the Reds. Injuries, though, the last few seasons. When he's been healthy, he's been well above average hitter. On a 2-2, takes very high. Jose Iglesias waits on deck.
You can't go through what the Mets did this season and be bothered by a 9-0 loss. It's like no big thing. It's a loss. They rebound. They've been through the car wash of every emotion, everything you can go through, and so this won't faze them at all.
3-2, fouled back.
And that's a formula that the team has grown together. That doesn't guarantee they're going to win every game that their backs are against the wall or they're facing elimination, but it sure does help to know what you've been through. And collectively, you mentioned it yesterday, after that team meeting here in LA, the team has not been the same since.
Out of the payoff coming from Knack. Winker takes ball 4. First 2 reach here in the second.
Well, right guy at the plate here. He can handle the bat in many different ways. He can easily lay down a bunt. But the one thing you know about Iglesias, for the most part, he's going to put the ball in play. Aggressive, early swinging, but not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. That's for sure.
Led the majors this year, hitting .337. With runners in scoring position, even better, .375. 2 on, nobody out. Corners pinched in for the Dodgers. Swings and misses, chasing a slider. Iglesias in the majors for the first time in 2 years. Even though this is a career .280 hitter, batting average underappreciated these days. Nobody gave him a chance last year. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, whenever you have a .294 batting average with 2 strikes,
wow,
it's probably almost 100 or more points above league average. That's where you're comfortable knowing your mechanics and you don't have to overswing. I mean, this guy's not trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark every time he goes and takes a swing.
We saw it yesterday. 2 strikes, just a little chip shot of a base hit to left center. Pops this one up. Infield fly rule in effect for Kike Hernandez, and there's the first out.
Well, the bottom of the order, like any bottom of the order, has got to get going a little bit for the Mets. And when they do something, boy, oh boy, that's tough, because then you got to face that top of the lineup with Francisco and Lindor. And they've struggled a little bit in the postseason getting going, especially at the bottom.
Yeah, you've got Tyrone Taylor here, who's 3 for 25 in the postseason. Then Francisco Alvarez, who's 5 out of 29. First and second, one away. Mets with a leadoff home run from Francisco Lindor as they try to tie this series up. Taylor, local guy out of Torrance High School, grew up coming to games here, dreaming of being the next Matt Kemp. It was one of David Stern's first moves when he came over from Milwaukee, was trading for this guy. On an 0-1, Taylor pops it foul, and it's 0-2. Got him mostly for his defense. He was the 4th outfielder for the first half, but more and more playing time has pretty much taken the center field job from Harrison Bader. Still looking for him to contribute with a bat, too.
And conversely, 140 batting average with 2 strikes. So there's a big difference between the last 2 hitters with 2 strikes.
Marte started this inning with a single, then Winker walked. Landon Knack ready for an 0-2. Fastball is pummeled foul. It's an area where Knack was good through the regular season with runners in scoring position. A staff saver for them. All the injuries they had in the rotation. There was a stretch where he was their most reliable piece. Another 0-2. Down the line. That is a fair ball. Tyrone Taylor comes through. Marte in to score on a Taylor double. 2-0 New York. A 2-strike base hit for Taylor, and the Mets take advantage of the second inning traffic.
Yeah, that's a huge swing and a mistake on a breaking ball right down the middle with 2 strikes. That pitch can't be at that height, and he took advantage of it. And the Mets have a chance to do something pretty interesting here in this inning and open up a big lead for their star left-handed pitcher, Sean Manaea.
And you talk about scraping yourself off of the deck. After 6 total base runners yesterday, no runs. They already have 5 base runners and 2 runs today. Francisco Alvarez pops the first pitch into shallow center field, where Tommy Edman will settle under it. 2 out.
Wow, that was a big out right there. I mean, anything but a pop-up into the infield, and you're looking at that inning opening up. Now there's a decision to be made here with Lindor. Base open, 2 outs. Do you trust your pitcher can make the pitches to expose the weakness? If you don't, the count might determine whether they end up walking him.
Well, you got a guy on deck, John, who's 0 for 5 so far in this series. And yeah, Dave Roberts points down there to first. They're going to put Lindor on and put Vientos at the plate. As good as Vientos has been this year, nobody's Francisco Lindor in this Mets lineup at this point.
First pitch action right here. This first pitch has to be great by Knack, and if it's not, look for Vientos to be really aggressive here. Even though the bases are loaded and the stress is on the pitcher, if you get a pitch you like in first pitch aggressiveness, I would think Vientos is going to go after it. He's crushing it on first pitch, batting average wise.
He hit it hard his first time today, lined out to right field. Unfazed, this youngster. Rave about the adjustments he's made, and quickly looking for his first hit of this series. Bases loaded. Ball 1. From failing to make the team out of spring training to hitting second in the championship series. Mark Vientos chops one down the line, foul. Multiple hits in all 4 games in the division series. On this 1-1 from Knack. Punched foul. And it's 1-2.
Another high breaking ball that he got away with there.
One-two pitch. Vientos fouls it off. High fastball that he goes way up there to get to. Two hits, 2 walks in the inning. Running the bank for New York, looking for more. Good stop by Will Smith.
See again right there, high fastball followed by a low breaking ball in the dirt. Really tough to put the pressure on the hitter when you got that too big a variance between those 2 pitches. This is what we call the action pitch. You don't want to go to 3-2 if you're a pitcher.
Off balance, popped up. Muncy up into that bright sun, is out of room. Vientos stays alive. 2-0 Mets after the 9-0 Dodger win in Game 1. Less than 24 hours later, at it again here. Another 2-2. Vientos takes ball 3. Count goes full.
Mets know they're going to face a different pitcher every single time. Well, they've done a nice job making contact. Only 1 swing and miss out of the Dodgers pitchers. So credit the Mets and their approach so far in the early part of this game.
Huge pitch coming right here. 3-2. Will be another. This has looked more like the Mets offense from down the stretch of the regular season, throughout the postseason. Long at-bats, long innings. 9th pitch coming here to Vientos. Cracked to right center field. Pages on the move to the track. He couldn't find it. That's because it's over the wall. Grand slam, Vientos. The Mets have responded to the Game 1 haymaker with a haymaker of their own. 6-0 in the 2nd inning.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
What an at-bat right there. I said the pitcher doesn't want to go to 3-2. Once it got to 3-2, he had to come in after a fouled off breaking ball. He comes in with a fastball, and we said the ball's going to travel in the day. And that ball traveled.
On the 9th pitch, Mark Vientos with a grand slam. And it's 6-0 Mets. OMG is right. And it's just that's a snapshot of who he's been, right? I mean, just fighting and fighting and fighting and adjusting and delivering ultimately. Ball and a strike on Nimmo. After the 33-inning scoreless streak, it ends loudly.
Yeah, fastball that he just centers up and goes with it. That ball carries to right center. These are the kind of games, I'm telling you, it only takes a little bit of a disruption to the plan.
Nimmo's down swinging on the high fastball. Mets bring 8 men to the plate. They get one massive swing from one young star. Mark Vientos goes the other way with a grand slam. 6-0, middle of the 2nd.